Earlier today, I played through Mega Man X4 up to the end of the Mavericks, or whatever they call the robot masters in these games. But I was a bit spooked as I'd seen a guide to how to beat the bosses and what weapons to use on them. And it looked like there were a million bosses in the castle area. But looking at the guide again, most of those were the sub bosses. I didn't use any of the elemental weaknesses or whatever you call them for the sub bosses. The castle is actually really short, so I should be able to finish this today. I will. I have got all of the weapons and items that I need. Hopefully, I won't fall into a pit of death. Oh yeah. Zero can. He can like hover jump, which is, I mean, X can hover jump. I'm not playing as Zero here. And I've got this cool, like, charge shot. Weirdly enough, here, I just pressed the jump dash, and he didn't jump, which is kind of concerning. Oh, it's because I pressed the fire button instead. Oops. Can you please not kill me? So yeah, the first boss I fought earlier was the fire dragon boss, who is ridiculously hard compared to all of the other bosses, and it gave me this false impression of how hard the game would be. The items were way easier to get than in the previous game, and they seem way more optional as well. No longer do you have to unlock the dash, though you do have to unlock the air dash. You can't do the upward air dash, which means I'm never going to accidentally upward air dash when I mean to do something that I actually want to do. Are those yellow things on the floor, like, capable of being electrified or something? Oh, yeah. I can use as many weapons as I want. Weapon ammo is, like, infinite now because of the helmet upgrade. The helmet upgrade is actually useful for once. So sorry if you wanted to catch my stream from the start. That is earlier today. I started streaming really early because I thought this game would be a lot longer than it is. I also thought this game would have a lot more cutscenes than it has. It seems that if you want cutscenes and plot, you have to play as Zero, because there just aren't any if you're playing as X himself. Inafune's pet character is X, it seems, so what is this guy's weakness? Frost Tower, apparently. I fought him halfway through the game, so I'll fight him again now. It seems like the Colonel just wants independence. He is just the George Washington of robots, and I should be red because I'm the redcoat of robots. Yeah, I don't understand why he's saying hunters can't understand us when, like, well, wasn't he a hunter until recently? Is he fighting exactly the same way he fought before? Because he seems to be. Except I now have a glorious super charge shot, which just goes through him. Oh god, he can shoot lightning everywhere now. That's a new one. We both have new abilities, so I can't just do the same tactic I had last time, though. There were no walls to wall jump off before, in the before times. So I will attempt to do the same strategy I did last time. I farmed a bunch of lives before I came here, and yeah, I forgot to get the jump charge thing, like the air dash. I forgot to get that earlier. Yeah, he's been waiting since, what, the last time he fought me to fight me? Whatever. Whee! So yeah, this guy can teleport around, which is obnoxious. Why am I not fighting him the way I should? Which is to dash around, dash jump. Oh god, what are you doing? Ah, how do I even avoid that attack? Use attacks I can avoid next time, please. Like this one, which I can theoretically avoid. Doesn't mean I can actually avoid it, but I can in theory avoid it. And yeah, he can use his lightsaber to knock my attacks away, which is rude, I don't like. Big unfan of that. Am I going to have to actually concentrate on this fight? How dare you make me concentrate? How dare you make me concentrate? So I should stand on the floor when he does that attack? God, I need to stop using dash jumps when dash jumps are unnecessary. Because otherwise I will be destroyed. So that is when I dash jump. Not when he does his, like, flashy along the floor attack. There we go. So I stand between the lightning. Now he's gonna do that. He's not gonna teleport. I keep preempting his teleport. Now, I have 2 full energy tanks. I do not want to use an energy tank before the boss. Hi viewer, you are watching me fight the Colonel for the 2nd time. Halfway through the game, you fight the Colonel, and he seems to be fighting almost the same way, so even though I found him ridiculously hard the first time I fought him, he should be easier this time, but I just keep forgetting the tactic that you use, which is jump over his silly... No, I do not shoot him with an attack when I'm not even properly charged up, or when he's about to teleport away. I do a dash jump when he's about to teleport, jump between his stupid blue balls. Yeah, it's another enemy who uses blue balls on me. So every Mega Man enemy's favourite thing is to expose me to their blue balls. And I have this super powered charge attack now. God, I really should be avoiding his blue things better. Like, I was avoiding them so well earlier when I had no wall to jump off of, but now I can wall jump in this area because there was no wall where you fought him before. Huh. Maybe his blue things work slightly differently this time. Not these blue things, the other blue things he shoots. His blue, like, Arax, his blue, like, crescent moon things. God, I am just blowing through all the lives I got. Thankfully, even if I continue after a game over, I continue with 4 lives now, so I will show you my moves, Mr. Falcon. So maybe I'm supposed to, like, dive in the air? Because I can wall jump this time. Oh, and this is why I don't wall jump all the time, is because I can stay up there, stay up here, and he apparently can't get me when I'm up here with anything except his lightning attack. So, fuck you. I'm gonna hide up here. I'm gonna hide up here with my wall jump, which is my basic tactic for pretty much everything, is to hide while I wall jump. Ah, what am I doing? I jumped into the attack that I'm wall jumping to avoid. I am only wall jumping to avoid this one attack that I have decided, hey, fuck it, I'm just gonna not avoid it this time. What a fool. What a fool I am. There we go. Avoided. Like a boss. And he is like a boss because he is a boss. He is the boss character. Ah. So I stand between his lightning and somehow still get hit by his attack. Gosh darn it. Am I gonna actually have to use a sub-tank? Am I gonna have to use a sub-tank to deal with this bro? I should not have to use a sub-tank to deal with him. Oh god. I thought the charge, like, jump to the side thing would help. No, did not help. Oh my gosh, I fought him earlier, and I destroyed him earlier. He was hard, but I did destroy him with half the health bar I have, and none of the armor. I should probably use his, I should probably use his weakness, which is supposedly the, ice shield, but, yeah. I was jumping handily over those things. It was his teleports behind you, nothing personnel kid that was fucking me up. I'm beginning to think that his attacks, that they disrupt my charge shot, which I'm a big anti-fan of, if that is the case. I do not like it when my charge shot gets disrupted. I'm a big fan of my charge shot disrupting my enemies. Whee! Don't you dare teleport into me. Not a fan of being teleported into. Oh my god, being attacked it disrupts my charge shot. Fuck you. He's gonna have another attack pattern when he gets yellow. He clearly will. Like, all of the bosses in this seem to get a second attack pattern when their health bar gets into the yellow range. Whee! Fucking violating the copyright of Lucasfilms? How dare you? George Lucas will destroy you with his power. The power of copyright will be used to annihilate you for doing this. Did he attack me just then? I'm hoping I'm out of range for his stupid teleports behind you crap. What the fuck? Teleports into your face, electrocutes you to death. So now he's yellow. Is he gonna do some new attack? Yeah, he's got like a red lightsaber. I don't think I can wall jump around that one. So... oh fuck, he will kill me if he hits me like one more time with anything. As you can see, almost got him there. Oh dear, it's a short level, and even if it wasn't, I would be back here. I'm hurting my thumb again. This game, for whatever reason, is way more painful to play than the others. I think it's because of all of the wall jumping. All of the wall jumping shenanigans. Whee, how dare you. The wall jumping wasn't so necessary the first time I fought him. I don't know why I just cannot get the timing for that blue shit right. Stop trying to, like, do combos with your sword. There we go. So the lightning bolt he shoots out above his head is not able to hurt me. Maybe I should just try to use the energy capture, like the health capsule, and then later on I could I'm not going to use the health capsule this time because he's clearly going to kill me. Like, I've done very poorly here. God, I got so many lives. I got 9 lives. I farmed for lives just to suffer through this. I might just reload my save so I can fight him with 9 lives. Whee. So I can hit him as soon as he teleports in. I thought he was about to use his, like, big purple wave attack already. So you can hit him in the back when he's, doing this. Huh. Can I play this with the analog stick? It's a question that I keep asking myself. I think I can. I think this is analog stick capable. Like, I'm not saying is the game able to, like, physically able to run with the analog stick, but, like, is the analog stick, the optimal way to play this? Because for most Mega Mens, nah, you might be able to use the analog stick, but you're not really meant to play that way, because you need to do lots of careful tiptoey platforming. But here, it's more... you need to jump like, you need to jump around and move a lot. And I think that the analog stick might be the... It's certainly the more comfy way to play. Come on, you big silly. I don't know why I kept getting hit by those lightning things. Are you gonna try and kill me again? Of course you are. If I jumped then, I mean, oh god, he's gonna shoot a giant purple thing at me. Weirdly enough, when he charges at me, I don't seem able to hurt him when he does that, so come on. Charge at me. I only need to hit you one more time. There we go. No voice acting for this. He's not doing his weird Aussie voice acting. Oh no, it's too late. I've impressed him with my beating, but his army has left good? Like, can't we just let them go? Oh no, he's gonna produce an independent nation that's not gonna be exterminated. What a dick. We need to round up his people and destroy them all once and for all. We're the good guy, by the way. He just wants to leave into space and leave us alone and not do anything to hurt us. Why must we fight him? But yeah, Colonel has disappeared by exploding. Rip Colonel. Didn't even get a cool anime cutscene. He got an anime introduction where he met with some hooded figure. I'm not saving in the same save spot because I got all this shit and I wasted most of it in that one fight. So, what's happening now? Fatboy Duo, our rookie, I mean Double, confused him with Duo from 8. Wait, this and 8 came out at about the same time, so we had a Double in this and a Duo in 8. So, Repliforce has flown off to space. Team Rocket is blasting off to space again. I mean, they do have a giant R on everything. So, weirdly, we're just letting this rookie we've barely met watch the ship while we fuck off and fight them. Oh no, it's too dangerous. Like, it's literally our job. God, X is so angry looking here because the other guys want to found their own independent nation. He's apparently Edward Gibbon, and he is really mad at George Washington. He's gonna piss on a picture of George Washington. How dare you try and be independent? Our empire will rule you all! Or something, because we're the good guys. So, Double's left in charge as we go to the final weapon. Ah! An actual cutscene.
Not again. Hey, watch it! I'm terribly sorry.
Double is a clumsy git, as his design suggests.
Hunters must not be allowed in here. Terminate them.
But,
Roger.
oh no, he's an evil spy secretly.
Freak.
Why do they look so much more robotic than him?
What's the matter?
How dare you call me a freak? I'm gonna fucking murder you. Nah, he was gonna murder him anyway because he's a spy. But now, his design no longer looks clumsy. It also looks like a weird robotic freak. He is now a JoJo stan. I've never watched JoJo, but I've seen clips, so... The robots bleed for some reason. We're an 80s OVA. This is very ultra... like, lots of blood, quite ultra-violent. Even if they are robots. No, you're not gonna call 911 on me. I cut the phone lines. Oh, apparently I didn't cut the phone lines.
No further transmissions unless necessary to carry out the operation.
Understood.
What an idiot!
Contact.
Like, he was literally yelling that they're being attacked,
Will
and
be
she
my
just
next
ignored it. Well, I guess he's gonna fight X now. If he could have slaughtered our entire army this whole time, why did he just not slaughter me? But yeah, I did know Double was a villain all along because I looked at the boss weakness guide, and Double's weakness is Double Cyclone. How fitting. How ironic and fitting. God, those are ginormo lasers. There was a mini-boss in one of the levels where you had to keep fighting with the giant laser guys. I should have used a health item in the previous battle, because you can farm these dudes for health items. As you can see, health items drop so fucking regularly here, compared to in X3. Like, one of my main criticisms with X3 was that no one ever dropped health. So if you wanted to farm for health, you were kind of screwed. What the fuck? How am I even supposed to fight that guy? He's too high up. Do I just have to, jump over to get him? Not sure where that lower, explosive, like, laser was coming from. I guess Colonel's weakness was supposed to be Frost Tower, but I have no clue how Frost Tower hurts him. I tried that the first fight. Ah, what's Double here for? Double's gone back to his clumsy mode, I guess. And is saying he's gonna fight everyone. So whose side is he on if he's fighting everyone? He is fighting the George Washington robot as well.
You're gonna get hurt, X.
Just hurt? Yeah, I'll definitely get hurt. You're certainly gonna hit me at least 1 or 2 times. Oh god, he's jumping around like the fire guy. Whoa, that is some fully charged Cutman shit. Please don't destroy me. I do not want to be destroyed. What was that? Evil Slide? Did he literally call his attack Evil Slide? Well, I was about to say I can slide away from his attacks. He was bouncing around like crazy. Wow. I have healing items. I could use healing items, or I could use his weakness. I could be spamming his weakness here, which is the double slash. Come on.
You're gonna get hurt, X.
Double cyclone, here we go. What? Can I actually hit him with it? Get hit with Evil Slide or whatever. What is that thing in the air that is created? Oh, I've run out of energy for that. That runs out of energy really quickly. What the fuck are those? Well, I'm hoping I'll be able to fill up my energy meter quickly before I fight the actual final boss. Like, what the fuck is that thing up the top that keeps attacking me? God, am I gonna have to use a second healing item? Yeah, you're doing your evil slide into me. Oh god, fucking hell. I've got rid of all his health. What do I do at that point? Okay. I thought that was a battle you needed to lose because I got rid of all of his health and he just kept coming at me. Like his health bar was empty. And what's that thing in the air? Did I have to destroy the thing? Yeah, you're doing your evil slide. You're trying to destroy me with your evil slide. I'm not really sure how you're supposed to avoid his evil slide. Yeah, you're trying to destroy me. Will that kill me? Wow, I actually avoided his evil slide that time. I guess you jump over his head? But that only works if the evil slides in the right direction. Oh yeah, your weapon's energy gets, reset between, Your weapon's energy gets reset each time. Like, I don't know what that giant thing in the sky that was dropping bullets down at me was. Hopefully he'll actually die now I kill him. I don't know why he didn't die last time. People die when they are killed, and presumably that applies to robots too. How could I lose to a weakling like you? Ah, but who are you working for? He's calling me naive and saying he was a spy, but like, obviously he's a spy. Obviously I'm naive. I'm a Mega Man. Every Mega Man protagonist is naive as fuck, it seems. I mean, I have many fatal flaws, but naiveness is only one of them. Rip double. Hopefully I can farm before the boss rush. Because I'm going to have to do a lot of farming now. This will be the Farmville stream, sorry. If I want... Oh my god. If I want healing items... A shield? Sometimes he can do this, like, charge attack where he slides along and attacks someone. Oh, that's a roof above me. It didn't look sufficiently roof-like. Wait, we're at the boss already. Those are death spikes. I hate using the lightning web, because sometimes it stops too short, sometimes it stops too early. Like, if I try and jump here... Fuck. This is actually quite difficult. I was under the impression that there wasn't much in the way of hard platforming in this game. But alas, I was wrong, it seems. So jump up and slide across. I cannot fall in that pit, or I will surely be put to death. Oh, giant laser will almost certainly kill me if it hits me. If that's a quick man laser, if ever I saw one. I mean, it doesn't look that much like a quick man laser, but where am I? I have not had a chance to heal up. I guess I fall down here. There is another path through the level without so many spikes, it seems. Giant red carpet room. So, what the fuck is this? The Colonel has a giant form, I guess? No, he's the General now. He is ranked up. Yeah, he's gonna build a nation for Reploids. He's gonna fight people who try and stop him being independent. How dare you! There must be an alternative to fighting us. Like, he's not the one who's fighting. He is saying he's only gonna fight if he's attacked. And we're like, why are you making me fight you? Yeah, we did call them Mavericks for no justifiable reason. I'm completely on the robot side here. Like, we literally Julius Caesared them. We're like, hey, your army, it just has to completely disarm for no reason. But
my fate is sealed. I have no choice.
I guess he has no choice because he's an Australian, and Australians must fight. So, Twin Slasher is the weapon that you use on him, it seems. If I can actually fucking get close enough to him to hit him. I don't want to have to go through this level again, because there was lots of spikes, and spikes are scary. But I have no healing items. Oh dear, I've run out of energy. What am I to do? I mean, I could use the energy capsule, but I will attempt to use my super-powered Buster of Doom on them. Are you gonna fist me? That's rude. Don't fist me. I want to fist you in the face. There we go. I mean, presumably what I'm supposed to do is ride the fists up to him and use that to hit him in the face. Has he healed himself up? I hope he has not healed himself. Boss character, do not heal yourself. I don't like it when bosses heal themselves. Come on. I also don't like it when they, like, come towards me like this. Like, what the fuck do I do at that point? I dash underneath him. What the fuck? Stop laser beaming me. There we go. Where's his laser beams gonna hit? Oh, what? Okay, he was diving along the floor. I thought he was gonna dive at a higher altitude. Oh yeah, I can do that now, which did not help me very much, but, if only. Oh, I've wasted all of my energy for my weapons. Oh god, I thought he had a little space below him that I could go through. Well, I was like, oh no, I've wasted all my weapon energy. But the weapon energy resets when you die. Guess I'm gonna have to go through the scary spike route again. But he doesn't seem too tough.
Our destiny to fight.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we are, like, robots built for combat, so presumably our destiny is to fight because we are a combat robot. So when it turns around, the back side of his fist is gonna hit me. Oh god, he's gone behind me again. Yeah, I can go under him when he's in the air. It's a bit hard to tell whether he's up high or not. I think I need to actually hit him in the head with my charge shot, not just hit him with the charge shot. For it to count as hurting him. I was trying to turn around and make sure I hit him there. Stop trying to grab onto the fucking fire, you big silly. Okay, so I got dragged inside his body. That is foolish. Can I even avoid those attacks? When I'm on the fist. So is he gonna, like, try and move towards me again? He does duck a little bit when he, like, he ducks a little bit when he dashes, but it's no, Oh no, he's gonna kill me when I've almost killed him. Weirdly, he has barely been using this attack this time. Huh, you're dead unless you've got a second form. Well, I'm just standing with my back to him as he explodes. I'm not even gonna deign to look at him as I blow him the fuck up. Wasn't even using his weakness. Oh god, he's got a second form. Oh god. I'm dead. Oh my god, they modelled his, like, robot moustache. If he's a robot military dictator, he has to have a cool military dictator moustache. Big approve on his dictator moustache. It can't be. Okay, he didn't want to use the weapon, but the weapon's being used anyway. Someone else is using the Death Star, presumably whoever Duo was working with. Or Double, not Duo. And now we're working with the General, it seems. So I definitely need to fill up my, I need to farm and fill up my health tanks. Because next is Sigma, PM4. Oh, we don't have Double in our ship anymore. We've gone back to the ship between fights.
Ready.
There better be, enemies here that I can farm for health. Okay, there's a health tank I can... Oh god, that health tank is only farming a little bit. Shit. Oh dear. You know what I'm gonna have to do. You do know what I'm gonna have to do, right? I'm glad there's a big health tank here right at the start, but, yeah. This is what I've got to do. This is my destiny now. Thank you, Spike Pit. You're allowing me to heal up. This is the boss rush, I think. So we're in space. And we're not... Well, we are in space collecting energy. I was about to make a joke about Mega Man 3's plot, where they weirdly go to space to mine for energy, which happens, like... The manga for Mega Man is all incredibly... For the first 6 Mega Man games, for 5 of the games, it's shockingly close to the game. For the 6th... I mean, for Mega Man 3, though, they just completely get rid of all, like, references to the space mining shit. Sorry, Dr. Light, you're not Elon Musk. You're not doing space mining. Whee! So I filled up one of my tanks. And I'm gonna be using these for the final boss, not for the, The final boss apparently has, like, 5 phases or some shit. So I will be using the health for that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hopefully I don't need some super secret laser sword weapon like in X3. Whee. Come on. Like, is this the intended way to fill up on health if you need health? Just die repeatedly after collecting these large health tanks. Whatever. I'm just gonna have to do this like twice more. And I can start with full health as I do the boss rush. And most of the bosses, I think, I didn't try some of them with their weapons, but the ones I did try with their weaknesses, just... I wiped the floor with them. Jumpy, 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 jumpy. So some of these levels, like that previous one, seem to have different paths. There seem to be a lower path and an upper path. Maybe when I play through this again as Zero, which I presumably will. I mean, I want to give these games like at least 2 shots before I judge them forever as evil or good. Like, this game is evil, I hate it. No. I want to see if the game is good or not. Is that a pit? Like, it can be really hard to tell what's a pit and what isn't. But yeah, off we go to fight. Is this the fighting game boss who we cannot fight with? No, it's mushroom guy. You fight him with fire, you burn the mushroom. That's a fairly logical weakness. And I have infinite ammo for just the normal weapons. Why is he not getting burned? I swear to God his weakness was fire. No, his weakness is electricity. I was wrong. Oh, it hurts him whichever of his clones you hit. What the fuck are you? Stop doing a Gemini Man impression. You're not as cool as Gemini Man. You don't get to do a Gemini Man impression. God damn it. I keep missing him. Stop filling the room with all your weird fungal spores. This is what happens when I forget which weapon I should be using. Also, when I use the stupid fucking electric weapon, which yeah, the electric weapon is not my favourite because it's hard to aim it. Now, I have infinite ammo for the weapons as long as I don't use the charged shot. I've been foolishly using the charged shot, which means I'm gonna run out of ammo. Oh no! But I still have the, like, super-powered, plasma beam, I think they call it, which continues damaging the enemy continuously. So what's this one? Again, no healing between bosses in the boss rush. There's something I disliked about X3. High charge beast. I didn't fight you with your weapon I used, so I don't know how... Or slash beast. So ground hunter is his weakness. Ground hunter is basically just It's the snakes from Snake Man stage. They fly along the floor and hunt the enemy that way. Wow, Ground Hunter Beam does a lot of damage. Pew. Killed you before you managed to touch me. Just about. If he touched me first, I would have been knocked back. So, since I've got 4 lives as standard now, because I got a special capsule that does that, which again, it should be an easy mode that you can access. Not a capsule. Hi, it's Snow. What is this? Fucking... Dr. Cossack's Castle? No, it's a, really... wimpier version of the ice boss from the previous game. Like, you fight him in just the same way. Wait, I guess fire isn't his weakness? I was guessing it would be fire. What is his weakness? No, he is the one who gives you the weakness against fire. So, Frost Walrus is weak to Rising Fire. He doesn't seem that weak to it. And I mean, how do you hit him from... How do you hit him with it? Unless you're going to use the full charge shot. Oh, you hit him when he jumps over you. I get it. He's one of those enemies who it's actually really hard to hit with his weakness. Oh yeah, he Gutsmans. He knocks you down. He knocks you off the wall, I remember now. If he hits the wall, he'll knock you down, so make sure he does. And he drops icicles from the ceiling, which you can destroy with a charge shot. Oh, I turned around a bit too quick. My eye. I have literally got something in my eye. I'm not even joking, so I cannot fight this effectively. I'm having to close one of my eyes right now. I'm gonna have to open it eventually. But hopefully I'll be able to murder him first. What the fuck was that? Yeah, he's dead, and I'm gonna have to have a little rest now because I got something in my eye. Sorry about this. Fucking hell. Oh god, my eye is like red. What the fuck did I get in it? I think I just dropped an entire hair from my head in my eye. So that is not particularly pleasant. I'm gonna try and play through with one of my eyes closed, but that is likely going to result in me dying. And teleporter takes a bit too long for my liking. Okay, this is the owl guy. What's the owl weak to? Storm owl is weak to aiming laser. I'm gonna die here because, as I said, I'm fighting with one eye closed. I fought him the first time this way. I will try and use aiming laser. I haven't really used the weapons much as I play. Even with infinite ammo, I haven't used them very much. He can pick you up and kill you. There's probably, if I'm gonna die here, which I am, then I kind of like him to pick me up and like drag me to the ceiling and kill me that way. Not just walk into me, but whatever. Aiming laser time. Now, my energy should be restored for every weapon, which I do kind of like. The problem with this game, I think this game is one of those where you have to do the final boss immediately after doing the boss rush. I'm not sure. Oh, hi, I've got I've got someone here to witness me sucking at the game. I'm not sure if you were here for me to say that, like, something seems to be wrong with my eye right now, so I can't actually see what's happening. Ah, how do I hurt him? Okay, I hurt him with this giant cone. I haven't used the charged version of the, laser before. So, how do I... Can I move that targeting reticle for the laser around? Like, is that possible? See, it only seems to hurt him when it's above him, which will make it hard to hit things with a laser. Come on, get harmed with a laser. Howdy doody. I streamed the first half of this earlier today. I got a bit of a headache, so I had a nap, and now I'm back to finish it off. I'm at the boss rush, so I hear that there's a load more cutscenes and plot if you play the game through with the other playable character, and yeah, you can play through as a second playable character. Very Capcom, very Resident Evil. Oh god, I am just gonna die trying to kill this boss, because I have no clue how you hit them. Like, you have to use this particular weapon, you have to get the boss to enter that square, or you can't hurt it, it seems. Wait, I don't think you do have to get it into the square. One thing I like about this game is that, when you die, your weapon ammo is already reset. Fuck, he's gonna kill me. Shit. So we're at the boss rush, I've got full weapon energy. They are indeed, I forgot about that. It's a Manji. We are the Tokyo Manji gang. That's what Tokyo Revengers is called in Japan. And they have giant swastikas on everything because it is a holy symbol for them, yes. So now I know I don't actually have to target him with the laser, which is his weakness. I got an item which means that the normal usage of the weapon... Oh, I guess I do have to target him to use it normally. But to use the weapon's charge... If you use the charged form of the weapon, then, you don't need to target him. It seems to do a cone on either side, on the side you're facing, that damages him. But the charged form is the only form that actually uses up my, energy for the weapon now. And the weapon energy is restored... Oh god. Is there any way to, like, change where the targeting reticle is? Because this would be so OP if, I didn't have to have him directly above me to target him. Oh, I've run out of ammo for it. That's a shame. I know that, like, the final boss is weak to that laser, which is why I'm hoping to learn how to fight with it, but whatever. Very much hoping that this isn't one of those games where you have to do the boss rush and then immediately do the final boss. But it may well be. Oh, there is a healing item in here. I wasn't sure. I thought this was one of those games, like X3, where you have to do each boss and there's no healing item after it, but there is. So this boss is insane to fight him. He gave me a false impression of all the later bosses, because I fought him first, and he is like a full fighting game boss. He has so many moves, but what do I fight him with if I want to beat him easier? Wait, Magma Dragon Double Cyclone. So wind is the thing that he's apparently weak to. So those are instant death hits on the side. Wait, why am I using the double cyclone charge attack? I should be using the normal attack. But yeah, he is quite hard to avoid, I was gonna say. You have to, like, jump on the walls, but he can make one of the walls into lava. But using his weakness on him does seem to be making him significantly easier to fight. Because it seems to be resetting his AI, so he doesn't just constantly Hadouken you. And he has, like, another Hadouken, not just that little one. Is that jumping kick thing he sometimes does that pisses me off? Yeah, I'm glad the bosses are really weak to double Zyklon, definitely. I am... Hey, it's a green gas, it's not a blue one. Wrong gas colour. But yeah, I like the... that whoever the villain is has given him a nice lava pit for his level. He's put this lava pit in their spaceship. So the enemies literally just want a 1776 on us. They want to leave the planet and make their own space colony and leave us alone. And we're going to chase them and kill them because I guess we're evil? I don't know, we seem like the villains here. Well, that's what the villains wanted to do, but it seems like the main villain was being used by someone who wants to do something worse. So those webs, if they catch you, will, well, I'm sure you'll see. They stun lock you, which is nasty. Oh, how dare you appear up there. So yeah, they do this to you, and it attacks, it does some damage, and also stuns you, probably long enough for the giant robo-spider to jump on your head. So yeah, he's been given some trees. Yeah, this villain is very nice to his subordinates. He's giving them all their, like, native environments to fight in. So this dude's second form is way harder than his first form. He has a big tell that he's about to do this. Oh yeah, I can do this and, like, hover in the air. Which is kind of cool if I need to hover right next to someone who's in the air and shoot them a few times. But, he summons these spiders, which are a bit hard to hit. Well, they're not hard to hit with this weapon, it seems. And yeah, the head parts in this game, instead of giving you a stupid little map that you're never going to use, or telling you where secret areas you're probably never going to go to are, like in X2 and X3, the head parts in this give you infinite ammo unless you use charge shot on your weapons. And I think charge shot for the weapons comes as standard instead of something you need to unlock, which I approve of. I greatly approve of that. I very much approve of the health items. I would have 4 lives right now. So you can get a cool little capsule that gives you 4 lives every time you reset, rather than 2. Hi, Peacock. Yeah, he flashes his big tail at you. Wait, did he just give me the finger? I'm gonna punish him for that. So the Peacock is attacked with my least favourite... No. You attack him with the Soul Body, which is kind of cool because his level is just full of things that require you to use the Soul Body to get through. If you don't want to, like... If you don't want to have a really hard time, you're going to have to use the Soul Body throughout his level, which usually drains the ammo for it, but since I have infinite ammo, that's not a problem here. And also, since I'm not having to go through his level, even if I did have limited ammo, this would be easier. So, am I even going to have to face his second form, where he starts sending homing missiles out at you? I don't know. I only seem to be having to face his first form, where he flashes his big tail feathers in my face. Come on, Peacock boy, die. And the charge version of that attack, sends out a clone of yourself. Who's weak to the charge version of that? The very final boss. So, the final boss apparently has 4 phases. I have a little list of what they're weak to. And they're all weak to the charge shot only and something else. So if you don't have what they're weak to, you have to use the charge shot, it seems. So what is the Water Boy? What's Water Boy weak to? He shoots loads of fucking manta rays at me, like I'm that Australian guy who got killed by a manta ray. Frost Tower. Ice is what the manta ray dude is weak to. Based, he gets, like, literally frozen. I like. It doesn't seem to do much damage to him, which is kind of annoying. Like, it looks like this should fucking murder him. Oh no. I can only hit him, like, once with that. And it kills his little minions, too. Nice. So he can still hurt me when he's in that, like, frozen form. That is a shame. There we go. Kill the minions, and is he gonna jump down at me? Yeah, he is. Rude. ROOD. Maybe I should be using the charged version. But the charged version uses up ammo. I don't want to use up ammo when I have my infinite ammo thingy. I'm hiding behind the tower. God, I thought that was going to get rid of all his manta ray things. The fuck? Can I get close to him and ice him? Yes, I can. Is he gonna slide down, or... It's a bit hard to tell when whether he's gonna manta ray or slide down. Maybe I should always assume he's gonna do the slide until he starts the manta ray thing. I say, and I get hurt by not doing the manta ray thing. There we go. He is iced. I've iced him. Yeah, I forget his name. The one who got killed by the stingray and everyone made, like, a big deal out of it. I think they made a South Park episode about it. But yeah, I was fighting a stingray thing. Well, that was the last boss, it seems, in the boss rush. Oh yeah, one of my favourite things about this game, you can no longer do the jet dash up. Because in the previous two games, I kept accidentally jet dashing up. But now you can only jet dash to the side. Oh yeah, Sigma's back again. He is always coming back. And now he is the Grim Reaper, I guess. He's a Castlevania boss. It is amusing that you are a Castlevania boss, and I just recognised that he's Sigma instantly. He's not a weird wireframe graphic this time, because this is a PlayStation game. They don't boast about their pseudo 3D graphics in their 2D PlayStation game. So apparently he has caused the American Revolution. He caused the robots to be so silly as to want independence. I mean, I think them wanting independence makes sense. Yeah. I forget. It's been a while since I've watched early South Park, but something along those lines. So yeah, we killed the spy that he sent, and the spy was working against both sides of the Civil War. So I guess me siding with the side that is an X in the Civil War doesn't mean that much. Maybe they were supposed to have a point and be good guys, because the real villain is someone else. And he wants to destroy the whole Earth? I don't know why he wants to destroy the Earth. I thought Sigma was pro-robot, and the robots are currently all on Earth, so it's not really going to help them. Ooh. Nice. I can, fill up my health items. This does seem to be the same level as the boss rush. But sometimes in this game, when you game over, even if it's the same level, you start in the other level. Like, even if you get a game over, you sometimes start halfway through the level. So I'm hoping that will happen here. So I should be burning him to death as soon as he teleports in. Get burned. With fire. Oh god. He barely did any damage to me. I was expecting your giant Grim Reaper Scythe to do a bit more damage than that. But this is phase 1 of like 4 of the boss, it seems. So I'm glad phase 1 is not too big a deal when you use his weakness. Presumably if I didn't have his weakness, he would be more of an issue. What? Are you ready for round 2? He literally said that. I'm not really ready for round 2. But I will fight. So he's just got out of his Grim Reaper LARP. Oh, sorry that the message was restricted. I did not do that. I have to turn off censorship as much as I can. Will I be able to evade his attacks? Hopefully he is bullshitting about me being unable to evade it. Well, he's still got his Grim Reaper Scythe. I was told that this is his weakness. This does not seem to be his weakness. What is his weakness? Lightning web, actually. Oh, I misread my own notes. Like, I think he's right. I have no clue how I'm supposed to avoid that other attack of his. He shoots the lasers up, but he also makes the wall impassable. So, cool, this is where the checkpoint is. I did not watch Billy and Mandy. I never really got into Cartoon Network cartoons for some reason. No, there was a phase. I went for a phase where I watched the regular show, Gumball, and Adventure Time because I was living with my sister at the time because she was right next to the university I attended, and she had some little kids. Well, they weren't that little; they were like 10, and I watched whatever they had on TV when I watched TV, and I found those shows pretty good. But I hear they went downhill later on. I didn't even finish the regular show. I really liked the regular show, but I never watched the last season. Like when I moved out on my own, I just kind of stopped watching kids shows for some reason. I'm playing a kids game, but I stopped watching kids shows. So yeah, I was very disappointed when I watched an advert for like I watched this marketing material for Mega Man where it mentioned like what Mega Man's target audience is, and apparently the target audience for Mega Man is 6-year-olds, 6 to 11-year-olds, which definitely made me feel a bit too old to be playing these games. But how the fuck do I avoid that attack? The Scythe attack is fairly avoidable. The other thing he does, I have no clue. Well, we're gonna see if we have to fight through the boss rush again. I know, oh, Billy and Mandy, that is the one with the Grim Reaper in. I've seen some clips of it, but that's about it. Was that even a Cartoon Network show? Maybe I should have watched it.
Are you ready for your
It's not too late to watch. I don't think any can beat it, but it does clarify some things if Mega Man was intended for that. I've seen, like, you must have seen that song on YouTube, like, I can't beat Airman. It really made me fear Airman and think he was going to be a really difficult boss, but Airman was actually super easy when I came to fight him. And most of the Mega Man games haven't been that difficult. I think the reason some people remember them being really hard is because they played them when they were kids. And as a kid, it would have been really difficult, but as an adult, it's not so hard. And I've seen some YouTubers, like Mega Man YouTubers. There was one dude who's been doing in-depth analysis on every Mega Man game, and he talks about when he first played the games. And each time is like, oh yeah, when I was 4 years old, I played this for the first time. So I guess some kids really do play through Mega Man at an early date. So, like, how do I avoid this, giant fucking laser attack he has? I don't really know. The Scythe, easy enough to avoid. Oh god, I've run out of lightning ammo. I really should have been, using his normal attack with it, not the more powerful one, because only the charged attack uses up ammo right now. Oh, he's shooting his scythes at me. I didn't even realise. And the scythes are chasing me round? What is this? This really is Gundam. Not Gundam. It really is Castlevania. The plot of this is reminding me a lot of Gundam, where Zeon, sorry if this is blasphemous, Zeon do kind of seem like the good guys in Gundam.
become space dust?
No, I would not care to become Space Dust, actually. I'm just going to see what this guy is. Now I know where the checkpoint is. I want to see how hard he is to defeat without using his weakness. I would recommend the first Gundam series, but none of the latter ones. No, I kind of joke. I think Gundam original series is good, but and so are the next two of the Universal Century ones, which are the only ones I've really watched. But they're a bit overrated. I can't hit this guy at all with his with other weapons. Like, he must be defeatable with the blaster. There must be a way to kill him without using a special weapon, right? I don't know. I'm gonna revert to using the special weapons on him later because fucking hell. Some of the Gundam side stories are way better than the main plot. Maybe I'm supposed to shoot his orbs at him or something. Doesn't seem it. Well, I have no clue how you fight this guy. I'll just let him kill me. There. Reap my soul, please. So, Gundam 0080... No, there's one... I forget what it's called. A lot of the spin-off series have weird names. But there's War in the Pocket is what it's called. Is a 6-episode mini-series, which is really, really good. You don't have to watch any other Gundam stuff to understand it. The main character in the dub is voiced by David Hayter, so it's not a bad dub like this. It's a dub like Metal Gear Solid. It's voiced by the guy who voices Snake in Metal Gear Solid. So, if you watch any Gundam shit, watch War in the Pocket, which is like 6 episodes long. The original series from the 70s is pretty good, I think, but it is a 70s series. Everyone acts like the next series, Gundam Zeta, is really amazing, and I mean, I like it, but it's a bit too complicated for its own good. Yeah, and I haven't watched any of the latter Gundam series. Well, I watched like Double Zeta. I haven't watched Wing yet. I feel like I should have watched Wing. It was on Toonami when I was a kid. I should have watched that crap. But I didn't. Oh no, he's gonna do this again. I really don't know how you're supposed to avoid him hurting you when he does that. Because I can't get to the other wall as he's in the way. Like, am I supposed to jump above his head? That doesn't seem like a viable plan. But yeah, what I meant is, in the Gundam series, the supposed bad guys literally just want independence from the good guys, who want to make them, like, keep them as a colony. The bad guys eventually, like, they just kind of turn them into space Nazis to make them bad. Oh god, I couldn't get that energy capsule before he appeared. So, he wants to make me drown in emptiness or something. Because he's evil. Wahaha. What's his weakness? The Ground Hunter and the Soul Body are their weaknesses. Stop icing me! Ah! So, who am I gonna fight now? Get hunted when you're on the ground. Oh no, it's a spike pit? Fucking hell. Spikes are insta-death in, basically any Mega Man media. Well, pretty much anything would be insta-death for me at this point. I feel really bad for using a health item so early in the battle, when I'm probably gonna end up getting my ass killed anyway by that stupid spike pit, but can I charge shot you? Oh no, he's trying to like knock me in. Okay, those are spikes. Were those spikes insta-death? I'm not sure if those were insta-death spikes that didn't insta-death me because I was, close enough, like, because I'd taken some damage. Like, if you take some damage, you're not going to get insta-deathed by things, that would otherwise insta-death you. Fire, fire, fire. Is it best to... Okay, it's gonna try and, like, knock me into that now. I wasn't sure which direction I should go. God damn it. Ah. Fuck. I wasted a health capsule. Is there any way for me to heal? Oh my god. This is gonna give me a bit of health for my health capsule, but... I don't understand why wanting independence is portrayed as evil.
You are finished.
Well, I think it was supposed to make the Xeon guys, who are the bad guys, into... I think what they wanted to do was have the bad guys be more nuanced villains who aren't entirely bad, but they went too far, and the villains just seemed like the good guys, and they regretted making the villains too sympathetic. Don't know what just happened there. And so they ended up just making them... Like, the villain in Gundam 1, he literally has a scene where he's like, Adolf Hitler was the right man, I loved Adolf Hitler, he's the greatest man in the 21st century, I will emulate him, all my policies are based on him, I will complete his work. And it's like, what? That, really? You're just having your villain say that in order to make them, into the bad guys? Like, they made them too sympathetic that they kind of had to do that to make them unsympathetic later on. Come on. Oh god. Wrong side. One problem with this web is you can only use the web, okay, I'm gonna die soon. The web is a solid thing. Yeah, it's really cheap, and I don't like it, because I think the reason they did that is because that made them... Oh, and they also make them gas loads of people. Sorry for the spoilers for a 50-year-old show, by the way. It's a good show, you should watch it, but, like, I think everyone knows Xeon are space Nazis. But they don't really seem like space Nazis at the start, and they start literal Zig-heiling as well. And... I don't think they started off as space Nazis, or maybe they were supposed to be, but they made them too sympathetic. Like, I think the show wants to have the Wehrmacht on both sides were good guys, even if the politicians were evil on both sides thing. Like, the good guys who don't want the other side being independent are all, like, really corrupt. They're, like, corrupt bankers and businessmen who are prolonging the war for their own profit, and... The other side are fanatical ideologues who started off just wanting independence, but now were like weird eugenicist types. And that's like the Gundam plot. How do I get rid of these boomerang things he summons? Like, they seem really annoying, but he only sometimes summons them. Like, I think they wanted to make the soldiers on both sides seem like they were good people, even if the politicians were bad, but they kinda done goofed in that the soldiers on the enemy side ended up seeming way more good than the soldiers on the other side, and the generals didn't even seem that bad on the evil side, because they introduced some good guy enemy generals, because they did want to make it nice and complex, but unfortunately they went a bit too far. And can I even grab that health capsule without dying? Yes, I can. That healed me up quite a bit. So, what are their weaknesses? Earth, Sigma, and Soul Body are the weaknesses for the enemies. Wait, what the fuck is that? I never saw that attack before. Is he gonna try and suck me in? No, he's gonna try and push me into... that shit. God, I've barely done any damage to him. So if he hits me like one time with his laser gun, I'm dead. Friggin' laser beams. How dare you? Fire guy. So now is he gonna try and... He's gonna try and pull me in this time, right? Shit. I don't have enough health. Like, I don't have enough health in my health capsules to use a health capsule right now, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's a new move. No, I did not... I've never really bought plastic kits or anything, So, as you can see, I used one of the energy tanks before, and so I need to fill it up. Every time you collect health when you're at full health, it goes into the energy tank. So, I'm not gonna use an energy tank again until I've got 2 energy tanks and I'm, like, really prepared to focus on this is my run when I'm gonna beat him. Did I ever collect anything physical? Like, I collected audio books, I collected, like, I don't know how to avoid that wipe attack when he starts doing it. Like, can you slide under it? I'm not sure. Let's check. Next time he does it. I collected Steam games, of course. Like, I've got, like, 1,000 games on Steam, but I've never really collected physical things. I mean, I attempted to collect manga a few years ago, and I'm glad I did, because my rent was way higher in this place I'm living in now than it was in my previous place, and there were several months where I literally just would not have been able to make rent if I didn't sell my manga that I'd been collecting. Shit. Should I just be using the charge shot here? Because the charge shot should destroy those boomerang things and also damage him. Like, I'm not sure which will do more damage. Huh. It seems like once I start doing the in the air thing, he can't... Oh, he can... He can shove the thing, like the axe in the ground. So, even though this is the same level as the boss rush, there is a save point after, like a checkpoint that even if you get a game over, you will start here.
For your final journey?
God, I love how much he's committing to the Grim Reaper lot. There was one Roman emperor, Domitian, who was in the 1st century, towards the end of the 1st century, and he did this, like, weird Grim Reaper lot with the senators. Like, he dressed up as, like, the god of death and, pretended that he was gonna assassinate them and was, like, talking about death all the time. But then he just didn't assassinate anyone, he just, like, or execute anyone. He just liked to dress up as the god of death and pretend he was gonna kill them. I'm just imagining that's what Sigma's doing here. Like, what exactly is Sigma doing? Yeah, he was like the biggest edgelord of all Romans, and so is Sigma. Sigma is also an edgelord. It's fun to know that there were edgelords 2,000 years ago, and the X games are pretty edgy games, so they're the perfect games to have an edgelord in them, because they're games that edgelords play, so they're games that edgelords will star in, or star in as villains. Like, again, how exactly do I deal with this shit when he... Like, I think I'm supposed to jump behind him when that happens. But, like, how do I get over him onto the wall behind? Like, his arm doesn't hurt me. Ah. I'm surprised I died that time. I was actually trying to win. Come on. But yeah, Domitian is one of my Dark Horse favourite emperors, just because of how much of an edgelord he was. Like, his whole family, he's got the family who built the Colosseum, and they also destroyed the temple in Jerusalem. And his family, what was it exactly? They just all had a weird sense of humour, so they kept telling weird jokes. Like the first guy, Vespasian, in the family, when he was about to die, he said, "Oh dear, I'm about to transcend mortality and become a god," because he didn't believe he was about to become a god, but they worshipped dead emperors as gods when they died, so that was how he said he was going to die, at least according to his family. There's another report that he just, like, shat himself to death. The reports are both the same thing, but it's like, he apparently had this cool one-liner before he died, and also said an emperor must die on his feet, and, like, stood up before he died. But everyone agrees he died of dysentery, so do you really, like, have cool, edgy one-liners before you die of dysentery? I don't know. Shit. I wasn't expecting him to do the blade in the... Oh god, he's doing these things. fucking Quickman boomerangs. What are you doing? Ah. Well, I can avoid his laser beam this way, but he's definitely gonna kill me. I really do dislike this electric attack. Because the electric attack, the problem with it is that it shoots a certain distance from you and stays around for a while. But you have to be that distance from the enemy you want to target.
Prepare to become space dust.
Yeah, I've heard you say that a lot. I kind of wish you could skip the intro taunt. Especially when you have to listen to a taunt from each phase of the boss. Come on. I really want to finish this before the end of the hour, because then I will have completed the Legacy Collection in 1 week, which is nice. And next I will be doing the next Legacy Collection. Oh shit, I can't dive under his attacks, Though I do hear that there's way more cutscenes and plot for Zero than for Mega Man himself. I'd heard all this stuff about this Iris character in this game, and Iris just only appears in Zero's playthrough. So, major character only in one playthrough, like only in one character's playthrough. Can I get behind him? God, I knew that had happened. When I tried to avoid his attacks, it just hurts me more. Come on, oh god, it's doing these boomerang things again. God, how hard this boss is depends largely on how often he uses those stupid boomerangs, which are clearly his hardest to deal with attack. Shit. Should I use a health pot? Yeah, it's really hard to figure out what's going on. And there's loads of periods in history where there's basically no records at all. And then there's some periods where there's like 1 trillion records, but they're all contradictory. Now, it's a big health item, and, come on. I'm gonna avoid you, icy boy. Don't you freeze me. Is he gonna try and... Okay, he's gonna try and push me into those spikes. I would like to know if the spikes are insta-death or not. Oh, it's electric guy. I don't really know how to avoid that attack yet. Oh, so he shot his load all over the floor. Crap. I'm gonna regret grabbing that sooner rather than later, I imagine. Like, in Mega Man, spikes are often instant death, which is why I'm so fucking afraid to touch those spikes. I should probably practice some other time when I don't have, when I haven't used a health item recently to see how bad the spikes are. Like, are they insta-death spikes? Because I really hope not. It's probably going to try and push me into the spikes this time. God, I've barely done any damage to him. Shit. Gonna need to use these weapons. Come on. I'd heard Soul Body does loads of damage to him. Okay, that spike seemed to touch me and did not seem to kill me. Which is good. Let's see. How much will Ground Hunter do? my health is so low. Ah! My health is so low and I've been using up my health items. If you start... Okay, I'm gonna die before I get to see his next phase. Well, not his next phase, he doesn't have a next phase, but like... Before I get to fight him again. Shit. I wish I could just keep dying over and over again so I can fill my health things. Because I need to completely fill both of those health capsules before I have a reasonable chance of fighting this again. And that means I have to go through this crap over and over and over again. Hopefully I'll be getting better at it, but I'm just getting better at tolerating him saying, "Are you ready for your final journey? Do you want to be Space Dust? Arrgh." I don't really know how you avoid his attacks. Like, how do I avoid that thing? Is there any way to avoid the giant, like, scythe across the entire floor attack? Like, what do I do when he does that? I don't think I can jump up and avoid it, because he fills the whole friggin' screen. Can I get behind him? Maybe getting behind him is how you do it. Oh god, no, because he's collapsed there. I definitely need to, like, get behind him. I don't know how to beat some of these phases that this guy has. Like that. I guess using the charge shot to go to the other side of the room. Like, not the charge shot, the hovery thing. Like, I have never been able to fight this guy without, I've never been able to beat this guy without major damage. And that second phase is certainly gonna require me to have, like, a lot of health to beat it. Oh god, So I am getting better at this, but I'm gonna need loads and loads of health to fight this phase. I'm gonna need at least 2 full sub-tanks. And that's all you can get in terms of sub-tanks, unfortunately. So once again, most of my time playing this game is probably gonna be spent fighting the final boss. At least I don't have to go for a silly corridor first. Maybe I could check how much damage those spikes do this time. Let's see. Okay, so they're not instant death, but they do quite a lot of damage. Good to know. It is worth avoiding touching the spikes, but they don't instantly kill you, they only do like a quarter of your health bar in damage.
Tremble with terror. You are finished.
The boss intro thing takes too fucking long, as I keep saying for all of them, but it's like they're making the boss intros even longer every game. Like, I thought they were a bit long in Mega Man 1, where they were like about 2 seconds long, but now they just go on and on for like 14 seconds or some shit. Okay, it's not quite 14 seconds, I am exaggerating. Like, what do I do here? I guess I do just go right to the side. I have no clue what I do if he decides to... Like, if I didn't have any ammo for the fire thing, I don't know what I would do here. So it's very good that I grabbed the infinite ammo item. Maybe I just should use the full charged version of this. Like, does it do enough damage to be worth it compared to the normal one? I'm not sure, because that actually does use up my ammo. There we go. I've got to the other phase at least. Waiting. There's just a lot of fucking waiting involved in this game. And then we have the cutscene every time, which is weird because they cut out other cutscenes on the second time you fight the boss, but for this one, no. Every time you must face the cutscene. Yeah, you're not gonna get me into the spikes this time, brother. Whee! Destroyed you. Ah, I fell in the ice. So, so yeah, you have to climb up that one, or you will surely die. Oh god, I fell in the ice again. So the ice remains dangerous for a long time. Weird face on the floor, boss. High fireball spewer. I'm kind of surprised that, like, damaged me so much. So I can I can jump up there. Well, they were kind of uncivilized. Sort of. I mean, it depends on the era you're talking about. They became Romanized and became more civilized due to Roman civilization. But not just, like, before they had been adopted into the Romans, they got kind of Romanized by trading with Rome, and it made them a bit more civilized, but they were often, like, depicted as, like, the noble savage trope, which is kind of funny. You know how some people depict, like, Native Americans as noble savages? That's basically how Romans depicted Germans and Celts, which is kind of funny. And the Celts got a lot more Romanized over time, whereas the Germans didn't. Okay, I accidentally shot in the wrong direction there. I think the Germanics were quite uncivilized, though, because even with their noble savage stuff, and I'm basing this on... God, Zero looks really angry in his profile pic. I'm basing this on what happened in the Dark Ages. Like, when the Germanics took over, there seemed to be a lot more wars, and they were a lot more brutal. So I'm guessing that they were a bit more uncivilized, for what that's worth. But then again, the Romans were, like, killing people for sport in the arena, so they were pretty uncivilized too. So, yes, I know how to avoid this guy's attacks now. I'm getting better at this. I still have no clue how you kill him with the blaster. I could watch a video on that later, but for now, I'm avoiding... Oh god, I thought I knew how to avoid his attacks by, like, standing behind him. Tech-wise, I mean, they were, again, a lot worse off before... In terms of tech and in terms of, like, things like legal complexity and stuff, they were worse off before the Romans came along. But, like, the British were literally not even making pottery, I don't think, at some point. No. The problem is, like, they were a lot worse off after the Romans left. Like, the British literally forgot how to make pottery after the Romans left for a few centuries. But they could obviously make pottery beforehand. It's kind of like with civilization now, if technology disappeared, even though our ancestors could make loads of stuff without technology, we kind of need it because we've become so used to it. And that's what I've heard is what kind of happened with the Dark Ages and Rome. But they were technologically behind the Romans, but then they started trading with them, and they adopted a lot of those technologies. And things like kings, they didn't really have kings, and even though Rome didn't have kings, they kind of heard the idea and got, like, centralized leaders instead of being so tribal afterwards. There aren't that many sources, unfortunately, on it, so we can't really tell. I'm basing this on some YouTube videos like, King of Lou, I think his name is. Like, there's some, like, YouTubers and, what's his, Survive the Drive. Like, there's some YouTubers who, cover this. But in terms of primary sources, we've only really got what Romans had to say about them, because, and, like, the YouTubers use archaeology and stuff to try and fill in the gap. But for the most part, we only have what Romans had to say about these tribes. So, please die, Fireboy. Ouch. That is rude of you to hit me with that. I want to see how much the Ground Hunter does in terms of damage. Because I've heard the Ground Hunter does loads of damage to him. Wait, I can just hover above him? That's, good to know. Fuck. I knew I was going to get incinerated there. So, Fortress of Lou, LUGH, is one of the channels. There's another one, Origins of the Swaby. I'm just going to check. Origins Swaby. What channel is that? The Histories. There's a channel called The Histories, which has some really good videos on, like, pre-Roman inhabitants of Europe, blah blah blah. And Fortress of Lou has good ones too.
Are you ready?
I swear there are a few other YouTube channels that covered ancient people. Oh, Massaman, like the curry, he, like, I only know there's a curry called Massaman because the guy, like, whenever I Google his name, I find the curry. But his channel has some really good stuff on, ethnography, like different races and population groups, both today and in the past. And he has some good stuff on historical populations, especially Japan, and it's quite complex genetic history, which I quite like, but it's not really history because no one's written, like, who was the king of who and who went to war with who, because they just didn't really have written sources back then. And I think, I'm just kind of guessing, if they didn't really write stuff down, maybe they weren't that complex. So, I need to learn how to fight this guy without taking so much damage. Is that a thing I can do? Like, I need to learn how to jump over to his head when he does his axe in the wall thing. Like, how do I jump over his head when he does the axe in the wall thing? It's a thing I need to learn. A skill I must learn. Oh god, is he gonna drop the axe in the floor? Because that's the main thing I just cannot deal with. I can deal with him putting the axe anywhere else, but if he drops it in the floor and starts shooting those scythes around like he really is death, like that attack there, like he really is death in Castlevania 1, who I've never fought except with holy water. I'm not sure why Dracula, a vampire, has so much fucking holy water in his castle and has a chapel in his castle. Have you ever played Castlevania 1? It's true in most Castlevanias. They have chapels in their castles, even though they're vampires. Very weird. I guess they're Christian vampires? I don't know. But yeah, I am not ready for my final journey. Sorry, mate. I am not prepared for final journey. So, will this do enough damage to be worth it? Probably not. Didn't seem to. God, this guy's health bar is just too big. He has too much fucking health compared to how much damage he does to you. So... like, look how much health... Like, how little damage I've done to him. It's ridiculous. And I've got to beat both of these who have their own independent health bars. Like, how do I do this? I might have to watch some videos of people's, like, tips and tricks. But I will wait until I have filled up both my health bars again before I look at any tips videos. I'm giving myself that long to learn myself how to fight this dude.
You are finished.
And this is the final boss, and I have, like, loads of attempts to fight him. Yeah, that's the thing. The Persians, for example, were definitely a complex society, but didn't really record anything. The Phoenicians, who invented, like, our alphabet, we know they were super complex, but they never recorded any of their history for whatever reason. It was all, well, they might have recorded their history, we don't think they did, but a lot of, even if history isn't written by the victors, a lot of what gets maintained is, especially when you needed scribes to constantly copy things out, and we, like, no one was copying the histories of the Phoenicians, let's just say. Even if they wrote histories, no one copied them out, so we don't know, oh god, it's these things. How do I deal with these things that are on the walls? I don't really know. That is one of the things I must learn if I wish to beat this guy myself. Especially when sometimes he just does this attack over and over again. Yeah, my damage is serious. I'm not going to survive this one. I'm not going to get through the second form. God, he's done it 3 times in a row. Like, what the fuck? Stop doing the one attack that I just have no clue how you're supposed to deal with. There. I at least have an idea how I'm supposed to deal with this attack now. I'm not really sure how I get over him without taking damage, but I have an idea of it. So, how close? I feel one of the energy tanks. My plan to finish this game by midnight may not come true. I have less than half an hour just to fight this one fucking boss, and I have all of the upgrades. I have every upgrade you can possibly want, and it's still a bit of a douche. Douchey final boss is douchey. His first phase is cool, and by cool I mean a wimp. I think I must. I never used to get hay fever, but I have been sneezing a lot lately, especially when I open my window, which unfortunately I must do because it's a bit too hot to not open my window. I never used to get that, and I never used to, like, have any allergies to food, but I seem to be having issues with milk the last few years, so as you get older you can just become allergic to things, I guess, but not properly allergic. Like, that, as far as I can tell, there's nothing that makes me, like, go into anaphylactic shock. Like, I'm not gonna need an EpiPen or something, as far as I can tell. Oh god, he's doing this again. I guess the best thing I can do when he does this is just ensure I attack him as often as possible when he does this silly phase. Is actually doing his laser beam thing, which I can avoid. I can avoid, but I have chosen not to, I guess. So I can avoid his scythe by just running to the other side. I can't avoid the scythe when he does that. Oh dear. Well, he's allergic to me shooting him repeatedly. I need to get better at doing the second phase if I want to have enough energy for the third phase. So I looked at a damage table, and the most damage you can do to this guy with a single attack is 3 hits. Which is crazy, given... Oh god, given how much damage he does to you, it's crazy that... Like, can I, no, it seems quite hard to avoid his attacks. And I think they have, like, like, in the old Mega Man games, the most health any enemy has is 28. But if I'm doing 3 damage and this is what it looks like on his health bar, I swear to god they have more than 28 health. So, if his... really know how to avoid that attack either. Yeah, this is quite difficult. He has a lot of attacks, and he has 2 forms, and you have to beat both forms of that boss.
Prepare to become
That
space
3rd form.
dust.
Like, they both have independent health bars, and you need to kill them both. And I am using their weaknesses each time, which is concerning given how little damage I'm doing. I might just check the damage table, because it looks like the damage you can do, the max damage you can do is free with any attack, which is kind of crazy given how much health they seem to have, but I'm not sure exactly how much health they have. It's another thing to quickly Google. So I will quickly Google damage table X4, no, X4, so damage chart, what's this Sigma called? He is called Sigma Gunner Health. Like, what is Sigma Gunner's health? How much health does he have? In-game information, so he does... Wait, is that a different... Wait, that's a different Sigma? God damn it, how many fucking forms does this boss have? Oh, that's the scythe for the first one. So they do 9 damage with every attack except the spike, which does 24 damage. So it doesn't really matter which attack they hit me with as long as I avoid that. So Ground Hunter is the weakness for the Earth Sigma and Soul Body for the other one. But how much damage do they do? Shit, it really does only do 3 damage. But the charged laser only does 2 damage, so I can do more if I use the weapon. And I don't need to charge up either of the weapons. I need to just spam the attack. And so, how do you dodge? I don't know how you dodge the attacks. It does not say how you dodge the attacks or how much health it has. How much health does it have? I want to know its HP. That's what I'm here. HP. 48 HP. Okay, 48 HP, it takes 3 damage each time, so I need to hit each one 16 times, which doesn't sound that absurd. I don't know, in England we generally just have shredded wheat, or, like, we have breakfast cereals usually for breakfast instead of, like, what do Americans, do they really have pancakes for breakfast and, like, bacon? Because that seems a bit rich. I hear Germans. I think there's a German breakfast, actually. Because America has a lot of, like, German ancestry. Maybe your breakfasts are from your Germanic side. God, I was trying to avoid his mini scythes, and I ended up getting hit by his big ones. So all of his attacks do 9 damage to me. I'm not sure how much health I've got. I really wish there was like a number above me that said how much health I had left, how much damage he had done. So I won't be using the charged attack anymore. I will be using the weapon he's weak to, which I have infinite ammo for if I don't use the charged version of, and it seems you shouldn't use the charged version of. It's one of those things I don't like about many Mega Man games. You can only hurt the boss with certain weapons. The full charged attack, which does 2 damage, or the Ground Hunter and Soul Body. Oh, fuck. I don't really know how you avoid that thing. So, the Ground Hunter is apparently the weapon you use on this guy, but he doesn't seem to be doing that much damage, so I've got to hit him 16 times with that to kill him. Whereas this other boy, he goes down from the soul body. Okay, come up here. Ow. Where the fuck do I hide from this guy? I can jump on his head. That's nice. Ground hunter. Wait. So is he gonna try and pull me in? So I can hit him multiple times in each cycle, which is good. So that's 4 hits. So soul body time. I'm gonna show him a soul time. Oh yeah, he's gonna... Like, he's actually hard to hit when he does that. He doesn't have that many attacks. If I can, Oh yeah, but even when it's only one of them, I've still got to deal with this silliness. Don't knock me back into the spikes, please, because the spikes do loads of damage. I haven't actually hit him once with the soul body. So when I get here with 2 health packs, I think he will be somewhat killable. It's mostly that I was trying to kill him with the wrong weapon, I think, that made this seem impossible. Oh god. Of course, it's hard even if he isn't impossible, but I can fill up on health, and once I've filled up on health, I will, have a much easier time with this. It's a while before I can fill up on health. Maybe I will be able to kill him before I even fill up on health. Like, if I get him, like, down to one of his forms, I will definitely heal up, for sure. Yeah, I'm not trembling with fear at you, for sure. You are easy to kill now. I'm burning your stupid Grim Reaper cape, you edgelord. Get burned, Get fire in your silly cape. Where are you going? You're there? You're here? I'm everywhere. I'm gonna burn you. Oh shit, he actually hit me. I shouldn't be too cocky. He does 9 damage, and that's some portion of my health bar. Like, I don't know how much health I have. I wish there was a number that said how much health I have, so I know how many hits I can take. Like, it has a little number of how many times you can use this weapon, which is crazy, because I've got an item that allows me to use it infinite times. Oh dear, did I just get hit again? Get shot? Yeah, that would be kinda cool. But I don't think there's any life-based weapons in this. We used the power of fire to kill him. I guess fire is a symbol of life in some cultures. Oh dear. Can I electrocute him? Yeah, I've got through to the second phase, but I've barely got any health. So some cultures have, like, water as a symbol of life. Some have fire, like the Persians definitely had, fire is what makes life, or whatever, as a symbol. But I'm not going to hurt you very much, silly boy Sigmar. I am trembling, I'm trembling in terror, I should not have napped for so long if I actually intended to finish this game today. Jump over on your head, whee! It's probably going to kill me straight away by knocking me into the spikes. Ha! Managed to hit him 3 times in one go. Can I... Yep, I managed to avoid the fire. I do like that he does alternate every time, so you know, okay, next time it's going to be this boy. I didn't manage to hit him there. What a shame. Oh, Icy Bro is not going to hit me. Can I avoid this attack? Can I avoid this attack? No. I can't. I cannot avoid this. But I managed to hit him quite a few times at least. And if I have a healing item, then that would be worth it, I think. I think that would do more damage to him than I did to... Come on. Come on, soul boy. Shit. His lightning's gonna kill me, for sure. Did not kill me. Well, the next thing will. The ground hunter is what I'm gonna use on him. If he does the... this one will let me hurt him more than I can... So I've got him down to half his health on the ground hunter thing. Wow. Using the appropriate weapon does make this way easier. I don't really like Carl Jung's stuff. I haven't read any of it though, so I can't really judge it too much. It's just... people seem to use it to come to silly interpretations about media all the time, where they think everything is a symbol for something else instead of just meaning what it means. I think that stories don't usually have some symbolic meaning. I mean, often they do, but it's not... like, if it does have a symbolic meaning, it's the meaning the author of that story gave the story, not some deep, like, spirit meaning. The main problem I have with Jung is that it's completely unscientific. He just made shit up. He's as bad as Freud in that regard, but everyone recognises Freud telling you that all men want to fuck their own mums and all girls want to cut a boy's penis off and strap it to themselves. Like, everyone knows that that's crazy, but for whatever reason Jung gets a lot of praise still. I probably wouldn't dislike Jung so much if, like, every analyst of, like, video games or media or whatever didn't, like, cite Jung all the time and act like Jung was the ultimate truth. Like, there's this YouTuber, Max Durat, who makes, videos about Metal Gear Solid and other games, and and Silent Hill and stuff like that, and his videos are good, but he's just constantly talking about Jung like it's some objective fact, and it kind of annoys me a bit. But, unfortunately for me at least, Jung definitely did inspire a lot of media, and so did Freud, so you can analyse media based on Freud and Jung, even if Freud and Jung are completely false. But I've never really read Jung. Maybe I would like Jung a lot more if I did, but I kind of know that Jung is sort of bullshit, so, because none of the things he said are based on reality. It's all based on, like, how he interpreted his own dreams and stuff, as far as I can tell. But it might be interesting to read just because it's so influential. Like, there are some books that I don't agree with, but I should probably read because they're really influential. Like, I haven't read Marx, but I might read him one day because he shaped the whole of the the whole of the 20th century. So maybe I should read him one day. That's the level on which I see Jung. Maybe I'll read him because he's so influential, even though I don't really agree with any of what I hear he said. I don't know what he said, but I have heard enough people like Jordan Peterson talking about what he said to kinda know what he said. But yeah, I can't really criticise a man whose books I haven't read. I own them on Audible. There's Audible versions of Jung's works, I own them, I just haven't listened to them. Because, like, I went through a phase where I was just buying loads and loads of Audible books, but not listening to them at anywhere near the rate that I was buying them. And I did the same with Steam games. And, yeah. That is a problem, because it means I've got loads of books that I should listen to / read. I don't see a difference between reading a book and listening to it as long as you... in audio form, as long as you actually pay attention. A lot of people get snobby about this and they're like, oh, you haven't really read a book if you've listened to the audio, but as long as you actually pay attention, that's not an issue. Most of their problems are with people not paying attention when they read audiobooks, but you can... not pay attention to a real book, and you can pay attention to an audiobook. Fuck, I thought I had timed that better. Am I gonna die to, like, Sigma again? In, like, his first form? That would be obnoxious. Okay, I got to his second form. Woo! Kaboom! Kablam! Kabooey! Oh yeah, that's another Karl. Karl is a very German name. It was the title that, like, the German nobility had. So I wonder if Karl Marx descends from nobles. And I think Karl with a C and Karl with a K mean the same thing, but are just spelled a bit differently. I could be wrong on that. So, oh, he's doing his fire attack first, which is the one I think I find the most difficult to avoid of all his attacks. So, Ground Hunter, please don't do the... Oh, he's doing the one I can't really avoid very well. I don't really know how to avoid his spiky attack. Well, I don't think his theories are even solid enough to prove right or wrong. Like, it was mostly, oh, there are universal archetypes. Like, you must have heard of Not Even Wrong, right? Where a theory is so plastic that it's hard to even prove it wrong because it's very vague in how it's described. I think his stuff is like that. If it isn't, then I think it must have been proven wrong by now. If it is what I think it is, and it's described well, that like, oh, there are universal archetypes that every culture has, and these are the archetypes, like, clearly there aren't archetypes that every culture has. They clearly don't come from, like, genetic race memory or anything, but maybe what is said is vague enough to not be disproved. I'm not really sure. I haven't looked into what his theories are, let alone whether they've been disproved or not. Yeah. Like, I prefer people who are doing, like, even for things like, if you want to look at dream analysis, like, there are people who just start with the data and then try and figure out, oh, like, they collect data on loads of people's dreams and look at, like, what common themes there are in dreams, which I think is better than looking at what some random dude in Austria said a century ago about what dreams mean, which seems to be what Jung had to say. Like, even if what he said was right, I think he'd have just guessed it. And I don't think that you can't just guess things right. Like, you've heard of the Myers-Briggs personality test, right? That's all based on Carl Jung stuff, and he was just guessing that crap, but I think he was roughly right in what types of people exist. It isn't completely perfect, but it matches up quite well with what other scientists have later found. So not everything he's guessed is wrong, but I prefer people to just start with the data rather than with weird theories, but I don't really know if his theories were that weird. I think the reason that he is respected as much as he is because of Freud, as in, he wasn't as bad as Freud. Like, he's not telling people that they want to secretly fuck their mom. And when your main competitor is saying that everyone wants to secretly fuck their own mom, well, I mean, that makes you look a lot more sensible than you might otherwise seem. Come on, don't hit me with the spikes at least. I may be willing to use the ground... I mean, I may be willing to use the health items this time, but it really depends on how well I do, because I have basically filled them up. Okay. Failed to hit him there. Whee! Can I destroy this guy before he destroys me? No. I'm hoping he's gonna do his other attack. Because if he does his other attack... Oh no, he's done this one again. I don't really know how to avoid this thing killing me. I'm gonna regret doing this. I need to make sure I don't get hit by the back wall. I will deeply regret switching to, like, using the health item. Huh. He can't hurt me when I'm too close to him. Oh god, I'm close enough for him to hurt me there. Shit. How is my health that low? Oh shit, I don't think the health item full healed me because I wasn't quite close enough to full health. So, oh god, he's doing this one again. Oh fuck, he got me with his spikes. Yeah, right, I deeply regret using the health. No, I was born, most of my family were born in the middle of summer, but I was not. Most of my family seems to have been born this month, to be honest, in, oh fuck, in this month. Yeah, I deeply regret using the health items. Oh, God, he's gonna kill me. Okay, I literally can't reach him anymore. Oh, fuck. He's gonna murder me, and I used all my health items. It's really fucking hard to refill my health items. Oh god, but he's down to like 1 health. I have almost killed one of his 2 forms. I need to be really careful now and focus on the game. No, I was born in the heart of winter. That is where I was born. I was born in February, in fact. Oh fuck, he hit me. Shit, I really wish I hadn't used that health item. I wish I had like one more attempt at this. Or I wish I had one more health item. Come on. Don't do... Oh, yes. He's dead now. So I can just focus on the other form. And have to deal with his stupid... So yeah, that form can't hurt me. So now I have to avoid getting laser beamed by this. Now, do the form where I can actually hurt you, please. There we go. Oh god, he pointed his gun a bit too close to me there. I might actually be able to beat him, which is why I'm getting a bit, okay. Do the one where I'm getting a bit quiet because I might be close enough to killing him, but he could still easily kill me if I fuck up a little bit. Oh shit, I can't hit him there. I just need to hit him one more time. Ah, managed to avoid that. So is he going to do his wall attack or his... Okay, he's doing the one that lets me hurt him. Boom, headshot. Sorry I ignored your comment. Oh yeah, it was summer. Cool, sorry about that. I thought that was the game... I mean, the YouTube censoring you. So, what is funny... yeah, he's gonna blow up the Earth. Is crashing a spaceship into Earth or something. I don't know why he wants to destroy the Earth, which has all the robots on it. I thought he was championing robot kind. Thanks for watching me play through this horrible final boss. And I did! I beat it just before midnight. 1 minute before midnight. My task is complete. Unless there's, like, a like, level that I could die in. Oh, hi, General. So yeah, General is the one who wanted his independent robot nation. I guess he was being tricked by Sigma. But he's gonna sacrifice himself. What? That makes very little sense. Many of my soldiers died. I will now kill myself to ensure that their cause is completely dead and no robot nation exists. It's not like the humans are gonna, like, look at this guy sacrificing himself to save humans and be all like, hey, we'll give you a robot nation. The humans in this series kind of suck to the robots. Ooh, an anime cutscene. Nice. Kaboom, kaboom. There are way more cutscenes I hear if you play as Zero, but playing as Zero is, I also hear, a lot harder. So I guess you get a reward for the damage. His eyes look a bit wonky, I've got to say. Like, he looks a bit cross-eyed. I guess we have a cutscene for the boss fight we fought earlier that didn't have a cutscene associated with it. Is just remembering all the bosses he's killed and is weirdly somber about it. Oh yeah, laugh at the voice. Not his voice.
It's good to see you're safe, X. I was really worried about you.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry.
He has a little boy voice for some reason.
Home and rest. You've earned it.
They gave him
Zero.
the same voice
What if I become one of the Mavericks?
as classic Mega Man. And classic Mega Man's supposed to be a little boy, but this one isn't.
Wait, Zero!
This is really weird.
Serious!
I'm serious in his helium voice.
Zero, if I become
Oh, yeah.
a Maverick, you have to take care of me.
Mega Man is saying, oh, if I turn evil, please kill me.
Hurry on back.
Which is kind of weird. Oh, hi. You have tuned in just in time to watch the final cutscene. I have just beat the final boss. Not sure how long you've been here. About 2 minutes, it seems. So you have just tuned in to watch the bad voice acting of the final cutscene. Thanks, Captain Penguin. I'm very sorry you arrived so late. Oh, cool. I'm glad I had 2 witnesses to my murdering the enemy. Bamboo, what a name. For whatever reason, Capcom made them use pseudonyms in the earlier games, at least. I'm not sure if all of these, a lot of these look like real names now, but in the past they were all pseudonyms. I do too. This is definitely like an 80s OVA, because the robots bleed in the anime cutscenes for some reason. I don't know why. Like, there's this cutscene with Zero looking at his hands and they're covered in blood, but he's only killed a bunch of robots. I don't understand why the robots are full of blood, but apparently they are. Mr. More Rich gave us the sound effects. Does that include the screams? Perhaps it is. In the manga, Mega Man apparently drinks oil, which is a bit weird. Yeah, grease comes in all kinds of funny colours. There's like a whole rainbow of colours for grease. Oils are generally all just oil coloured, but greases, they make them really colourful for some reason. But yeah, I am very thankful to you for watching me. I wish I had more to show you. I am planning on closing the stream now. If I do play through as Zero, it will probably be off camera. This was a fairly fun game. I have a previous stream that I'll be linking in the description to this, where I went through the Mavericks, and I just did the second half, like the Wily Castle here. The castle was really quick. There was barely any levels. It was basically just boss. I was expecting this really huge castle, so I had a gap. I rested after the Mavericks and came back to stream the rest. It was just like a tiny little bit of game. You fight the Colonel, you fight the General, you fight Sigma like 5 times in a row, and that's the end. It was a fairly cool boss, gotta say. You didn't have to have the lightsaber to beat him if you don't want to use the charge shot on his head like 15 times in a row in his tiny little hitbox like in X3. So, yeah, thank you for watching, as this thanks me for playing, but I do think I will have to end the stream now, unfortunately.